The people who love the old you will resist the new you before you even say a word. Things are going to get said about you, but not to you. And jokes will pick up a new edge pointed at you. And the quiet at the dinner table? There's no lonelier sound than that. Here's what you may not know. Most people don't quit carnivore in the kitchen. They quit at the dinner table. Hi, I'm Steve, and welcome to another Down Home Clean Carnivore video. I've watched this happen to good people for years, and I've even felt it myself. So let me tell you exactly what makes you quit first, because it's not what you think it is. People think that the reason that they quit is because the plan became too hard. But the truth? They quit because of the people. Here's the simple truth. When you start to change, you don't begin by changing your habits. When I began my journey with low carb, something had shifted inside. I made a quality decision based on the truth that I had seen. Standing in my pantry with a bin full of garbage, my resolve pushed up and erupted from my soul. The change was tectonic. You see, in order to be successful, you have to win the inner battle, the inner struggle first. You need to plant your flag. You're going to change who you are, and it will begin in your mind. Your mind is your fortress, and like any fortress, it needs to be guarded. Because the people around you, the ones who loved the old you, they feel it before you say a single word. And suddenly there's a tension where there used to be comfort. Things are being said about you, but not to you. Conversations are in half whispers. Faces are turned away when a morsel is shared. A joke has a new edge pointed at you. An uncomfortable quiet is the distance that you feel at the dinner table. Through no fault of your own, by merely trying to better yourself, you have become a target, and it's lonely. It is so much lonelier than you ever thought it would be. And why? Because these were the people that you had counted on for support, and now they're tearing you apart, calling what you're doing is crazy. They are doubling down as they write you off. The loneliest part is that these are the very people that you were counting on to give you strength for the long haul. Your castle is burning behind you. So where do you go from here? For most people, keeping the peace wins. And that's the moment that they quit. Not in the kitchen, at the dinner table. Here's where you need a friend. Not just any friend, but a friend who's been where you are and is now where you want to go. I got you. I get you. My best advice is breathe in order to regain control. Finish the meal in silence. Say nothing other than to excuse yourself from the fire. Offer no rebuttal or retort, no strafing on your way out. You are in desperate need of a peaceful place. That could be a bedroom or a den, but likely it is better to be in a place where you cannot be interrupted, like a walk or a drive, if you can drive safely and not angrily. You also need to be able to give yourself grace for anything that you might have said in anger. Your principles have been challenged, and that's an ugly place to be. Okay, you're alone, you're breathing, and your calm is returning. This is where the rebuilding begins. Remind yourself of your why. It is more than likely to lose weight that you've battled for years and even decades, but it may also be to reverse a chronic health issue that has eroded your quality of life. There could be corollary reasons in order to play with the grandchildren or to be able to fly without purchasing 2 tickets. Whatever it is, reinforce it. This is your foundation, and it needs to be solid. But it is not the whole building. Notice where it's being built. It is in your mind. And I'm going to show you how to build the entire structure. The strength of the structure will be the truth. I'm not going to build it for you. I can't. It's DIY. Do it yourself. But I will show you where to get the materials to learn. But you really need to know why you are learning before you begin. You're not learning to make laser holes through your critics. Sorry to say. You are learning to know the truth about what you are doing and not to win a single argument. It is knowing the facts and the whys of your new way of eating that will allow you to remain silent and avoid arguments with people, including doctors who don't know what you know. So how do you build a wall that no whisper at the dinner table can knock down? You start where I started. The first thing that I did when I began my own journey was to learn more about what carnivore was all about. Testimonies were my inspiration. I was 100 pounds overweight and morbidly obese, but I wasn't 400 or 500 pounds, so I couldn't just follow someone else's path. I needed to understand my own. Fortunately, YouTube has board-certified doctors willing to comb through research studies and demystify them. They taught me what it was to be concerned, what I needed to be concerned with, and what really didn't matter. But Steve, isn't watching a bunch of YouTube videos a little on the light side as far as academics are concerned? In a word, yes. That's why I began reading the books written by the doctors on YouTube. The books allowed me to go deeper and broader in my knowledge. There's nothing like a good book to make you an entertaining conversationalist as long as you don't turn it into a river overflowing its banks. Now, before your head gets too big to it explodes, let off a little steam, a little pressure. At the dinner table, your mind will be racing, but you are quiet. Selection here is critical. It's about timing more than what you say and how you phrase it. It will be crucial. I was just reading a book by Dr. Jason Fung, and he said something wild about grains and blood sugar. And then drop it. Maybe no one will pick it up. That's okay. Just let it lie there. It may be that they take notice of the new level of your understanding. Here's the beauty of what you've built. You've constructed a strong tower into which you can retreat, and it is your sanctuary in the silence. The tower is a place of strength where you can build yourself up to return to the table with honor. If this video has helped you in a real way, share it with someone who needs it. And if you need help getting started or sticking with it, subscribe to my free newsletter in the description. Walk with me.